Faraz, you want to respond to what Maroof Raza is saying? For the longest time, Pakistan keeps saying that we are not harboring terror on our soil, but come American pressure, and suddenly you've got all of these terrorists popping up, which you want to exchange with the US to satiate the current regime.
Correct a few of the facts, and I want to take you back to the history. We all suffer from historic amnesia. We think that the Frankenstein monster, which is being harbored in Afghanistan for the past 20, 30 years, it is the Pakistan's making. Therefore, however, it is not Pakistan's making. It happened in 80s and 90s when Soviet invaded Afghanistan, and the US and its allies supported, funded all these terrorist organizations against these Soviets. When Soviets left, the mess was left over for Pakistan to handle. We dealt with them. After post 20 years, again in 2021, the US left Afghanistan, and we are the entire mess in Afghanistan is left for Pakistan to handle. And it is an open secret that even today, those terrorist splinter groups are operating from Afghanistan, spreading terror in Pakistan, and we have been raising these issues not just on the global forum, but primarily to the U.S. administration. So it is not a secret that somehow Pakistan brings out a top terror leadership out of nowhere, because again Pakistan has been carrying out anti-terror operation on Pak-Afghan border. Just last month, Pakistan conducted a surgical strike within the Afghan border, risking a bad relationship or worsening relationship with the Taliban regime in Kabul. So I mean, we should not suffer from historic amnesia. The Taliban, the terror groups, or the other splinter groups, they were created for a reason, and it is not just Pakistan's making. The world was there in Afghanistan in 80s and 90s, and even before 2021. And Pakistan has to suffer the mess. So it's not a hidden secret.
Faraz, is Afghanistan also the reason why Pakistan ranks second in the Global Terrorism Index of 2025 out of 163 countries?
I mean, we suffer from the terror threats throughout 3 decades. Pakistan has lost hundreds of billions of dollars to the war on terror. 60 to 70,000 civilians lost their lives. I mean, this is no secret, and there is nothing to shy about it. Pakistan has been the victim of terror activities ever since US.
But that's not the answer to my question, Faraz. Why is Pakistan on that list and ranked second? But Maroof wanted to respond to you. Maroof, go ahead.
You see, it's a preferred counter argument by Pakistanis that they are victims of terror and they have lost a lot of citizens. Should I give you some facts? One is that Raheel Sharif, when he was army chief, he carried out an operation under the pretext of rooting out terror in a massive strike on its frontier regions. Now, where did they come from? Over 1 million people were displaced. People were killed. All this was done to show to the world that we are the good guys. We will kill them and remove them from Pakistan's soil. But where did they come from in the first place? That's the big question. The second thing is that Pakistan is known to have harbored terror groups right across Pakistan's borders with Afghanistan. And Afghanistan is used as a jump across terrain for terrorists and various other individuals who go there, take shelter. Now, for Pakistan to turn around and say that they are being harassed for no fault of theirs is absolute nonsense. The next point is that Pakistan has this obsession by trying to show themselves as a good guy, but really they end up tying themselves up in knots. And right now also, Pakistan is trying its best to use this to draw financial funding from the West to so-called fight terror. You don't fight terror by
Hmm.
harboring and humoring terror groups within. Pakistan knows
Yeah.
it's the victim of the terror groups that it has bred. And also, please understand that for Donald Trump or America, America's establishment has the longest running relationship with Pakistan's deep state. And they have been
Hmm.
supplying arms, weapons, and even terror equipment to these groups to basically under the pretext of dealing with Taliban. How is it that the Taliban was a bunch of terrorists and suddenly had to be eliminated for Pakistan to have done the good
Yeah.
deed for America to push the Taliban out of Afghanistan? Very clearly, those of us who've read the
Yeah.
history
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
for
Fair
our
questions, Maroof
guests to
Raza.
say